Hi and welcome to another tutorial from Kim's Crafty Corner. Today I'm going to show you how I made the luminary on my blog. If you want to see more crafts, you can join me at kimscraftycorner.blogspot.com. Alright, let's begin. I am using my Gypsy, or if you have Design Studio or access to the Cricut Craft Room or Pazzle, you can do this because you just need something to manipulate shapes and weld. Okay, so I am starting off with my cursor being at 5.75, and you want to take off the proportion side, so make sure you click that, and you want this to be the real dial size. So right now my A is little, you want to click and make it large, and so I'm just going to pick a rectangle and say OK. So I have my height at 5.75, and now I'm going to change the width to 5.5 and say OK. So I'm going to click out of that. Now I'm going to make my height, let's see, I make my height 3.75, and I'm going to go back in and get the same rectangle. Actually, I'm going to get a square this time. And with my luminary, it had a different shape, so you can pick any shape that you want to. So I'm just going to do a square this time instead of a rectangle. And then I'm going to set the width at 4.25. If I can get that together. Okay, so now that I have that in there, I am just going to center my square inside of my rectangle. Okay, it looks like it's pretty much centered, but I don't want to cut two pieces of black paper, so I'm going to move the other square up, and then I'm just going to check to see if it's pretty close to being. And you could just eyeball this, and I think it doesn't really matter if it's off or not. So I'm just going to make sure that is centered, and then it looks like it may be. Okay, so then I am going to weld these two together. If I can get this weld. Okay, now that I have it welded, one easy way you can do is to figure out what you want in the center, so you're not cutting several different pages. So I am going to go ahead and grab, and let's see, I'm going to put that back on, and I want to turn the roll dial size off, and I think I'm going to go like 2.5. So I'm going to go to Happy Hauntings, and grab the cat, and see if my cat fits in the center. And if you want it smaller, you can make it smaller, but I want that to cut out the center, because basically you just want the rectangle to cut out, but the square is going to cut out the pieces in the center, so you can actually do double duty. Okay, so I'm going to keep that in the center, but before I do that, I need to copy this whole entire thing. Okay, let me go back and do that again. Okay, I want to group these two together, and then I'm going to copy. Okay, and you're going to basically make 4 of these. Okay, I have 4 of the rectangles cut out with the openings, and then what I did, I used my gypsy to cut out that plus the item that went on the inside. So, save paper. And then what I did notice when I was cutting, that it's easier just to do 2 on one page versus 4, just because it seems like it's very snug in there. Okay, so what you're going to do next is take the rectangle piece, the one that has the biggest side or the longest side. You are going to score right at the half mark. Okay, so the side that is 5 3/4, you're going to score at the half mark. So you're going to do this for all 4. Okay, for the next part, you're going to want to put the vellum on the inside of each box. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, now that I have all 4 of sides to my box, just make sure you have them all creased. And this last part is just simple. You're just going to add adhesive and line up the sides. And make sure you really and it sits up just fine by itself. If you have any questions, please let me know. Have a great day.